This is going to be an unpopular opinion about the Chinese and Vietnamese Buddhist tradition at praying at a temple at the Lunar New Year. First of all, I mean no disrespect for anyone that prays at a temple or follows any Vietnamese or Chinese Buddhist tradition at praying at temples, especially during Lunar New Year. My unpopular opinion is based on Buddhist etymology, which is the history of Buddhism, and coming from someone that's a bookshelf Buddhist. For many years, I've got tons of books on Buddhism. This is what I noticed. Now, before I show you footages of a temple that I visited today, I just want to break down my premise of my own argument. So this is my no BS history in a nutshell for Buddhism. So 5,000 years ago, or thousands of years ago, there was a man named Siddhartha Gautama. He's also known as the Buddha, which is the founder of Buddhism. Now, from the origins over here to where we are today, which is like 2023, with temples and, pagodas and many of these, establishments that have been built. Looking at the Tripitaka, which is the original canon of Buddhism, also known as the Bible of the original Buddhism, and diving deep down into the Theravadan tradition, which is the way of the elders, the original tradition before the Mahayana tradition, which I'll get into that more later. Before the Buddha passed away and reached enlightenment, he said three things. He said, "Do not build statues of me." He also said, "Do not pray to me." And he also said, "Do not build any temples that are dedicated to worship me." To quote the canon, he said, "It will be of no use for you to be always keeping close to me, looking at my face. You should practice concentration meditation. Be a lamp unto yourself. Be a refuge to yourself. Don't take yourself to external refuge. Hold fast to the truth as a lamp. Hold fast as a refuge to truth. Work at your own salvation with diligence." Because there will be no guru that can take you to your own salvation. You are the only person that can take yourself there. But of course, people don't listen, and this is what it looks like now. Every Lunar New Year, it's always bumper to bumper, and me included, I have to escort my mum to the nearest temple. The past 38 years, this is what I see. Tons of people line up to light the incense sticks. This guy over here is buying some lucky windmill to change his luck. This guy in the Nike thongs is smashing up the incense sticks. And everyone here has one thing on their mind, which is pray for something that they don't have, but then are too lazy to work for it. And this is me begrudgingly pretending to pray because I can't be stuffed fighting with my mum. This bloke here probably wants to pray for a hot girlfriend in 2023. This sharp-looking, white-collar-looking man is praying for the property prices to be more affordable, I guess. And remember what I said, what the Buddha said not to do, which is to build statues of him? I guess the Buddha would never have expected how much of a killing each year these type of temples make. And this aunt is probably praying for her son to move out. And this is probably her son praying that his mum will stop nagging him about moving out. And this couple is probably praying for a second child. You can bring your own big-ass incense sticks and increase your prayer powers tenfold, but this lady will remove it because it's a fire hazard. That doesn't matter as long as Buddha can smell the incense sticks. As you can see, what was originally expounded by the Buddha as no-nos are actually currently what's practiced at the moment. People are praying, relying on some spiritual guru to fulfill their wishes. Guys, the reason I'm making this video is because, like property investment, the power is in you. Knowledge holds the power. Don't go searching and throwing money at, buyers agents or, property coaches. The power is within you to learn yourself, to build your own property portfolio. Don't rely on gurus. Don't pray to those so-called gurus. Now, I might have ruffled some feathers in the Buddhist community or the Asian community, but that's my honest opinion. Jump in the comments, let me know what you think. Do you agree?